What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another video, and this one is all about TLC's I Love a Mama's Boy Season 3 Episode 1. But before we begin, let's start off by giving a big massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel and every single person that is a member of Patreon, where you can find all of our unrestricted content that YouTube will never allow us to have on here. But hey, that link is down below in the description. Now, with that being said, let's get into this season's I Love a Mama's Boy.
Probably fine for the UFC next year. Jay, and shoot.
My role for this upcoming fight, it's like I'm Robert's nutritionist and I'm making sure he has like a certain amount of meals and calories.
It's awesome having a wife like her that understands the fight game, that understands what needs to be done. And here comes my mama.
Nancy has never liked me.
So, this is Chrissy and Roberto. Alejandro. Something else, yes. Oh, and of course, as you saw, training to be he's got a fight coming up that's going to get him into the UFC. Now, of course, his woman, Chrissy, she's a nutritionist, which is brilliant, which means that she knows all the meals that he needs, and she's always going to have them prepared for him. Now, of course, at the same time, remember this, the show is called I Love a Mama's Boy. So Mama's Boy is always going to find a woman that's going to mother him. A woman that's going to know exactly what he needs, when he needs it, just like his mother would as well. I mean, to be fair, it's a bit like what Mohammed is looking for from 90 Day Fiance. You know what I mean? So here's the thing. The second that she explained what she does for him, I was like, yep, he's definitely Mama's boy. But then she started off with that one sentence. His mom doesn't like me. Are we surprised? No. Because it was at the end of the day, the mom definitely does not want to be replaced. But at the same time, though, some mamas do like their sons to meet a woman that can do exactly everything that they do. But some mums just aren't ready to part ways. But hey, the drama's about to begin. I can feel it. Whether that's this episode or not, I don't know. But anyway, let's get into it.
And here comes my mama.
Nancy has never liked me. At the time that me and Robert got married, I was like very early in my pregnancy. And his mom started to hate me when she found out we were having a baby and getting married.
Hey, mom. Well, you look nice. So we eloped behind my mother's back, and I think she's still carrying this weight all the way to now.
She's still trying to sabotage our marriage.
I did not hear this right. They eloped. A mama's boy. Ever since we got married, Nancy's not liked me. Ever since she found out I was pregnant, she has not liked me. You eloped with her son. She wanted to be a big part of his wedding. No wonder why she doesn't like you. So basically, Chrissy has created this sort of scenario for herself, to be honest with you. You know what? Let's continue.
Obviously, he does. Did you feed my son?
Well, hello, Nancy.
My name is Nancy Alvarez Valdovinos.
Everyone knows my mom as the, crazy mom.
I like how the first thing that came out of mom's mouth is, "Are you feeding my son?" I wonder if older moms are going to be like this on this episode, but hey, let's get into it.
And they know what I'm capable of if they mess with my son.
Is that part of your diet plan? Let's see what she cooks.
Well, ain't no diet today, honey. I don't like Christy. I have never liked Christy. She can't cook for you. She does not wash your clothes. She does not take care of my son. She never got approved by me. She got pregnant just so you can marry her. And she made my son not invite me to his wedding. He did break my heart. And I was so mad. I just wish I would have been there. I would have gave you all the confidence in yourself so you could say, I do not accept her.
Now you know why she wasn't invited.
Yeah, you won't get dirty, little boo.
Wow. Mom is not playing about. She's come through. Bruh. If I'd been there, I would have made sure you said I do not. Yeah, okay. Slow down, little mama. Okay. This is about to get very, very interesting. Yikes. But the question is, though, when did mom start to dislike Chrissy, though? Because Chrissy said that the mom started hating her after she got pregnant and they got married. And of course, if you're going to elope, but here's the thing, though. If they've done that and the son, Roberto, just said, this is why we didn't invite you, clearly means they had issues with the mum before the marriage. So clearly, Roberto wanted to not lose Chrissy. So they thought, you know what, let's just go and get hitched somewhere else, come back, and then that's it. Mum can't do nothing about it. But in reality, they've just angered her more. I'm so glad I'm not a mama's boy. Hey, but anyway, let's continue.
Alphabet soup.
Look, he did not stop wearing bibs because he drooled a lot. Yes, baby, I had to.
Mom, you supposed to
And I guess because of that, clean up your pretty face. Everybody would tell me that's your real shadow. He would come running to me for me to put his shoes, even though he could do it himself.
She always has to cut up my pancakes.
You don't want my baby to choke? They tell me, cut the umbilical cord, which I don't know what that means. But,
Apparently. Robert, you're really gonna eat that? You know how much carbs that has in it?
girl,
Hold on, can we talk about this after I...
yes, please,
Wow.
please, eat. Look at him.
You're really gonna
Don't you
eat
see
that?
him?
She was doing up his shoelaces. That has to be for camera. You can't tell me that she does up his shoelaces. No, that just has to be for camera. And to be honest with you, I don't know why the mum is trying to sabotage her son's diet anyway. If he's planning on becoming a UFC fighter, then his diet needs to be in place. I would like to imagine. So why mum's coming in, I have no idea. This whole argument right now about him having carbs and that is the most pointless thing ever, because obviously, if Chrissy has made him a certain meal in a certain way, it's purely because he's obviously wanted it in that way. So his mum coming in having her 2 cents added in there, well, his responsibility is to say, hey mum, listen, this is actually how I should be eating because of what I'm doing. Not allowing them to go back and forth. This guy's a clown. But anyway, let's get into it.
Ate in like years.
So doing everything for nothing, basically.
Honey,
No, she doesn't understand the weight cut.
it's just food.
When you're cutting weight, you're crying to me, you're not crying to your mom. So now I'm not gonna meal prep for you, and your mom's gonna meal prep for you because she has it all taken care of.
I do feel like I'm in a tug of war and I'm getting pulled from side to side to side. I'm afraid to stand up to them.
He's so used to you controlling his whole life, he doesn't have no backbone.
Excuse me?
Sit down, sit down, take a seat.
She ain't lying though. My man has no backbone. It's evident. Idiot.
You guys are arguing. My hairline is receding as the minutes go. Trying
That's not
to
my
keep
fault.
both of you guys happy.
That's not my
It
fault.
ain't my fault. Now he's upset. You see what you done?
Moving on from a relationship, it's just hard to heal. It's been several months now since my ex and I broke up. We wanted to build the house that I'm currently living in here on my mom's property because we wanted to start a family. It was everything we'd wanted coming true. Sometimes I can't even believe it myself. We were in the very final stages of finishing the house when my ex and I decided to call things off.
I'm sorry, but did I hear him say that he was going to start a family in his mum's house? We was planning moving here on my mum's. I hope I misheard that. Wow. And I can tell you straight away, this guy is not innocent. The way he started off with the music in the background, being all soft and sympathetic, and him talking with a slow-paced voice, and yeah, nah, I ain't buying it. This guy, sly one, clearly. But we'll see.
It's sad. We were together for 4 years. We were engaged for almost a year. Looking back on it, I feel like we were not a match. You know, she doesn't accept my mom the way I do. My mom's 110% invested into my world. She's my best friend. So I hope to find another. My mom is always there if I need her. We live about 20 feet from each other. And after everything that's happened, we're still best friends. Probably even closer than we ever were.
Maddie!
Yeah, I'm getting ready.
Breaking up is hard to do. It was like a divorce, and it didn't just affect Matthew. It affected the whole family.
This mom is full of absolute poop. Yeah. 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 Yeah, it affected the family in like, hip hip hooray, she's gone. I finally have my son back all to myself once again. That's how it's affected the family, and the family is only you.
Whoa.
What are you doing?
Hubba hubba.
Thanks.
Are you ready to do a commercial or what?
I hope so. What do you got?
I have comfort food.
All right, well, can I get dressed?
Sure.
Okay, yeah, go on.
All right. I will do anything to help my son get through this.
Got it. Boom. Whether it be a movie night or my fire pit in the backyard, my mom is my complete support system.
Whoop. We kiss. We are mending together.
Yes, mending together.
So how are you sleeping?
I'm feeling better, sleeping better.
I mean, I know what you're going through. Everybody goes through it, but you're going to want somebody to share your life with.
I mean, I want to have, a marriage like yours and Dad's, and I want to have kids, and I want
Yes.
her to want to be part of this family too. And I think
Yes.
that's my biggest
Yes.
thing,
I don't want to be a roadblock to Matthew finding his true love. I want Matthew to find a woman that
Is a complete clone of her.
it's going to be hard for a while.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have some trust issues, of course, but you're going to meet somebody where that'll all fade away.
Yeah,
I don't know when, but
yeah, I would, but
yeah.
I'm calling it. Him and his mom are both control freaks. Wherever they bring into the mix, they're both going to control that person to mold them into how they want them to be. But hey, I've always had this weird assumption or conspiracy or thought that some of these guys who are mama's boys, usually the dad is no longer in the picture. I do find it quite suspect how their mums look at them. I'll let you process that.
Somebody. Her name is Brittany. My mom does not know about it yet because it is still very, very new. I'm just going slow. But I want to have Brittany meet my mom because you're not going to go to girlfriend title without mom's approval. That's just how it is. I do want to find the right relationship. And you know, you have such an involvement in my life and my love life, and I love that. So I'm looking out for me and you.
The way I like it.
I know. The raw truth. After the last relationship, my mom's going to be very hesitant to be accepting of a new girl. And I just know that I'll call you if I need you.
Okay, see you later. You remember this?
I do. You bought it for me. You know, my mom's like my best friend.
Tell us how you guys got back together.
Do you want me to do it or what?
You started off.
Shakib and I took some time apart. We had time to think and reflect on both of our mistakes. And I think that brought us back together.
I accept some of the responsibilities for this whole breakdown when Emily was going crazy. I mean, I feel guilty that, you know, you're expecting an engagement ring and I got you a promise ring.
It's supposed to be extravagant.
So clearly these two must be from a previous season. And this is the point where someone's gonna be like, you should go back and watch the previous season so you know exactly what's going on with these guys and get a better foundation of it. Do I look like I've got time to go back to other seasons? Have you not seen the amount of stuff that I upload? Come on, man. So therefore, I ask you guys nicely and kindly, let me know, what is the backstory with these two? What is the backstory? That's what we're here for, you know what I mean? I comment, I ask questions, you guys get in the comment section, and hopefully you support the boy by answering and letting me know. So I want to know what's going on here. Because right now, off the bat, I'm thinking to myself, these two are being brought back to potentially be the views. But to be honest with you, I'm really not a fan of people being brought back, to be honest with you. I think on TV shows like these, they should always have a new lineup every time. And if you're struggling to get the together lineup, well then, I don't know, pay some more actors then, eh? You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, well, let's see what's going to happen with these two. So clearly they were here before, they've broken up, and now they're back together. Great stuff, which means clearly these two have very, my apologies, unbalanced relationship. This should be interesting. Or TLC's paying them to get back together so they can be a part of the show. Sometimes I do wonder with some couples we see in certain shows, if they just bring them back because one, maybe the couple actually is a couple, or two, because they know this couple can create TV and that couple just gets paid to pretend they are something when really and truly they are none. But who knows? Who knows? Okay, let's get into it.
Too overboard. You know, that's Emily. That's why I still love her to death, but she has a little bit of crazy in her. Don't kill me.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta start. I know you want the $40,000 ring. This is like engaged to be engaged.
I promise you that I'm gonna keep this ring forever. Give me the ring! Why you throw my flowers? Oh my god! Ah! You are a greedy girl. Bye. Thank you.
It was great to be back together. I mean, we're back together in new different circumstances. You know, we live together now.
Was this a good idea in the end?
Yeah.
Living with Emily makes it more exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
High five.
Ooh. Shakib is my soulmate, and I knew Shakib would come back to me. There's no other woman that compares to me. I mean, who would put up with all his nonsense? And his mother. So.
Wow.
They definitely brought them back in for that viewership because she's cray-cray and he is stu-stu. Cray-cray means crazy. Stu-stu means he's stupid. Yeah. Wow. And I haven't even met his mum yet. I can imagine his mum is basically a reflection of his girlfriend, to be honest with you. Or fiance or whatever she is. More or less, because usually mama's boys always date someone that's similar to their parents or to their mother.
That she's going to move to the new apartment. I was shocked. I said, no, Shakib, please don't leave me. This is your house, the house that you grew up. So why? Most of the time, I'm concerned about Shakib, and I'm scared to have Shakib live with Emily because she's not a normal girl. She's scary. Wow, that's beautiful.
Nice. You can sit down.
No, I miss you.
I try my best to see my mom at least 3 times a week. Sometimes 4, if I can 5. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah?
Now, looking for like a suitcase or like a bag or something like that. And plus, I want to like get a couple of shirts.
I have all your stuff here. Do you remember this?
I do. You bought it for me.
Yeah, I still have your
You
smell.
don't have to spell it right here. Don't worry.
No. You're not taking this. No, you're not taking this.
Most of my stuff is still in my mother's place, and honestly, just for me to have a reason to visit her, like I realize that, I get homesick.
I feel so lonely.
I know. Will you come to my place for the first time, just to bless the house?
It's not easy for me to come to your house when Emily is there. Do you remember what she did? I don't want to go to that apartment because she could attack me, she can push me, she can hit me, and I try very, very hard to keep Emily away from Shakib. Shakib, John, do my favor, okay?
What favor?
You know Yusra? Yeah, I would like to be there.
You want me to finally meet Yusra?
Yes. I want Shakib with a girl that I'm going to choose. I have a friend. She has a daughter, Usra. They're a very nice family. She's a good girl. She's wonderful. She's beautiful. So, why not?
I mean, for what? I'll just move in with Emily, man. I'm very happy living with Emily. I have everything, I have my own place, things are just going perfect for me. But now my mom has a plan to set me up with a girl named Yusra, and I don't really want to do that. I think it's wrong. In a way, I feel like I'm sabotaging my relationship by doing that. It's kind of,
No, it's okay. Emily is not your wife. I don't expect her as, your future wife.
There is toxic vibes. And then there is adding more fuel to the fire. So mum is clearly toxic, girlfriend is clearly toxic, and her mum wants to add someone else into the mix. Wow, mum, what a brilliant idea. So smart.
You already broke my heart. Left me for Emily, which is not right. You should never ever listen to Emily. Listen to me, I'm your mom. I love you. I know what is right for you.
I mean, listen, this guy needs to make a choice. Either he cuts off his mum, or he cuts off Emily, or he just continues to put out both of them. Or he gives them both an ultimatum of how they need to behave. Because I can promise you now, if he was to cut off Emily, then he was to date a woman that his mum recommended, he would be miserable for the rest of his life. Facts. Just my opinion.
Please.
Thank you.
No, don't go. I really don't give up looking for a better girl who deserves Shakib. I cannot wait till Emily's out of the picture. She's gone for good. Please come back soon, okay? Don't wait for my call.
Mum is on a savage level. But I am convinced that this couple has been brought back with their mum purely because of the vibes that they bring for the show. Obviously, I haven't seen the other season, but I can imagine that they brought these two back, or these three back for, clear reasons. But anyway, let's get into it.
And this is my mom, Lorinda, from Boone, Mississippi.
Tracer, apple of my eye. I used to tickle him when he was a little boy all the time because his laugh was just so funny. Oh, he couldn't stand it.
Right, come on, you gotta put some more into it.
Okay.
There's gonna be a video right here now. Don't be playing around.
Okay, let me get hyped.
Get hype. For fun. Me and my mom make videos. She's a hoot. Yeah.
Just started filming me, and it's just really special. Me and him, and I love it.
Yeah. I ain't never seen this side of my mom. That take me about an hour to teach her dance, but most of my videos are just her being naturally funny, being herself.
Not gonna lie, man, the boy's got moves. He's got moves. He got nice pair of kicks. Is that how Americans call them? Kicks. Sneakers. Yeah, nice pair of kicks. Nice pair of sneakers. Meanwhile, I say trainers. Yes. There was no point to this part of the video. Don't know why. Anyway, let's continue.
And times like that, I value the most. Really, like big time.
My name is Abby, and I'm 26 years old.
Hey, Abby, what you doing?
How long have y'all been doing this?
Oh, I know she did. She ain't got a ring yet. Told me it was just gonna be me and you.
I have known Lorinda forever, since I was very young, and I'm still just trying to figure out where I fit in with Trey and Lorinda. It's hilarious, never serious.
I would walk to her classroom, and I would just walk by the window and see if she'd see me. And I just wave, and I'm like, oh, she saw me.
Cam is our little boy. He is 7 years old. I was in college when I got pregnant with Cam. He's just like my little best friend.
He makes this comment to this day. I want y'all to get married. I want y'all to get married. I think marriage is in my future with Abby. Yeah.
I would like to get married, but I think that Trey has a lot to work on with his mom.
I already know straight off the bat, straight away, his mom probably doesn't like her. That's if she doesn't like her, but probably doesn't like her because she got pregnant at the age of 17, and she probably blames it all on. What's her name again? I'll remember it at some point. But yes, I've only been told once. But the mom gives me those vibes where she's like, well, if you didn't get pregnant, then my son could have been doing this. If you didn't get pregnant, my son could have been doing that. Oh, I know you got pregnant on purpose. Don't tell me you don't know how to use contraception, okay? You probably popped some holes all the way in these freaking condoms. You never know. Yeah, I haven't got that vibe from the mom, but if there's a reason why the mom doesn't like her or they don't get along, I'm going to go with that one. You know what I mean? Because trust me when I tell you, been there. I remember my mom, she tried to make me into mama's boy. It ain't going to work. Any girl that I brought home, never happy with. Any girl that I brought home, oh, she's doing this, she's this, that. There was always an issue. Man, if I knew what a mama's boy was back then, I would have been like, you do realize I'm not a mama's boy, right? And trust me when I tell you, I ain't never going to find a woman, I ain't never going to want to be with a woman that's like you because, boy, you a headache. And then sadly, I ended up being in a relationship for 7+ years with someone that was legit. My mom. And I had no idea. I only know this because, you see, I realized why they had some similarities. Turned out it's because, well, they're both freaking Geminis. And, well, now I've told you they're both Geminis. Case closed. If you know, you know. The star sign battle has begun. But anyway, let's get into it.
Like, down the hill. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah, she does basically live in the backyard.
Mama! What? You left your phone? Oh, man.
He grew up in this house.
So, growing up in this house in this neighborhood, she was a single mother, worked 2 jobs, being the only child. We share a different relationship that I thought that I would never create with my mom. But that's my best friend. And all those years just spending in that house, I'm just like, do I want to leave this? So, next thing I know, God blessed me. The house was in my name. I bought it. I feel like this was the best idea I probably could have thought of, like keeping this house and buying it.
Well, my typical morning, I'm up at Trey's house. And I just do things a mother does, you know.
Trey. Lorinda spoils Trey. You'll find her every day up here cooking pancakes at 5 a.m. Trey works at a warehouse, so he has to be up very early in the morning. But I work at a local boutique here in Boonville, so I don't have to be at work until 10.
Hey, it's time for me to get up anyway. Mama, she need to be in here cooking this for you anyway.
Lorena, do you think Abby's good enough for Trey?
Well, Trey, it's just something missing. You got to admit it, and that's the truth. Ugh. I really do like taking care of Trey. I come up here and I clean. I wash and iron his clothes. Tell nobody. But I run his errands. I pay his bills for him. Mow his yard for him.
She doesn't live here. Why is she so worried about everything being done? Like, she's crazy.
Because mama gotta know that her son being looked after properly. Mama gotta know that, you know, anything that you don't do properly, mama can go come and do it. And mama gotta remind her son that mama's always gonna be here for you. If you ever break up, mama's still gonna be here for you. That's why she comes to your house, to make sure that Sonny never forgets that mama's only just down the freaking hill. Because he's a mama's boy and always gonna be a mama's boy. Like, come on, man. This is a madness. This is something else. But let's continue.
Ain't nothing. Oh, I don't know, baby.
Lorinda will always be Trey's number one. It's toxic. That's what it is.
And always remember,
What?
your house is my house.
Okay.
And then you gonna tell her?
She know.
If he can't give me the attention that I need and she can't back off a little bit, then we need to go ahead and end it.
I'm hungry.
Okay. Mama always take care of her child.
Always.
Baby. Yes, that's right, because I'm always gonna be here.
Oh, God.
Will Robert's fight. He has 10 pounds, needs to drop, and he needs to be away from any kind of drama and just be focused on his fight.
Hi.
Hey. As much as I hate doing this, Nancy's coming over today to help me cook for Robert. So what does Robert want you to teach me how to cook?
He loves when I cook him albondigas. It's like a meatball soup. Girl, you'll be blessed if you learn to cook like me. The first day that I saw Christy, She gave me a bad vibe, and I knew she was bad news. Girl, stop being scared. Pour it.
Isn't that a lot?
Pour it in there.
Okay.
So she got pregnant. Then got married. Christy trapped my son Robert. Girl.
I wanted to say this earlier, but I knew the mom was gonna say it at some point. It was just written in the making, and that's it. There we go. Conclusion complete. Mom doesn't like it because he trapped her son. Pregnancy, eloping, you name it, you did it. So being a nutritionist is trap number one. Means you can cook better than mummy, or mummy's at least threatened that you could cook better than her, or mummy's threatened that you can provide her son with food that he really needs rather than the food that she would prefer to you. She would prefer to cooking because, you know, well, that stuff isn't really the stuff that keeps him healthy, is it now? So mom's already threatened the fact that you are a nutritionist and you can cook healthy stuff really well. Mom's then threatened with the fact that you had a baby with her son without her even knowing. On top of that, you then even got eloped as well without her even knowing. That's 3 reasons why mom is already gonna say that you are here to trap my son. And then obviously, as you can see, he's now with her, and mama is definitely never gonna let it go. Never gonna let it go. I do wonder though how the mum treats her grandkid though. I can't imagine she still treats her grandkid obviously with an amazing, you know, ounce of respect and love and care, because of course he is, you know, part of her son. You know what I'm saying? But boy, toxic vibes. And this one has no holds bars. She would say exactly what she was thinking in front of her, which is good to be fair, because it means there's no snakiness. You know what I mean?
Controls all of her kids and everyone around her. So when I came into the picture and she couldn't control me as well, that's when she like immediately hated me. He asked for the hardest thing to make.
I thought you do cook for my son.
I cook for him, but
What? Out of the box? Microwave?
no, I just don't do this.
Girl. The hair.
I just threw it.
Mm-mm.
I just threw it on the floor.
No, you didn't, girl. No, Christy, you are so lazy. Get the heck out of this damn kitchen because you don't know how to cook for really. Your mom didn't teach you how to cook?
She did. Does your son know how to cook?
My son?
Yeah.
Why would he know how to cook when he has a mom that can cook for him?
Because you enable him and never taught him how to cook.
You don't, hello? I'm always going to be around. What are you talking
He
about?
doesn't even know, like, it's hard for him to cook an egg.
Yeah, but he got married with you, didn't he?
But
That's what you need to do. She made a big mistake taking my son from me, and she's going to pay for it. I'm going to make her pay for it. I don't trust your eyes with my son.
But he trusts me.
She made a big mistake by taking my son away from me. Damn.
The only person in this world that truly understands me. After the whole incident with Lila, where I threw flowers and I caused a whole scene, I know my behavior wasn't the best, and I realized that it's not a moment to have a pity party, it's a moment to take action. So I applied for an apartment, and I forced Shakib to move out with me. I forced Shakib by first having the apartment under both our names, so he's responsible, and then I told Shakib it's either we move out now or it's over, and he had no choice. But I still have to do my part and apologize to Layla, because Shakib definitely wants us to be one big happy family and just love each other.
Ooh, what's going on, babe?
How was your day?
Pretty good, I guess. Why are you always cleaning? It's like it's already spotless. You're like cleaning 24/7.
Because the best thing that's ever happened to my life, but you need to learn to take care of yourself more.
In what way?
Like doing your laundry, you know, maybe taking out the trash, do the dishes.
Oh, wow.
I feel like I'm his mother rather than his girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh, God. It does.
She doesn't want to come to you.
Yeah. Emily's dogs, Coco and Mimi, have been very problematic in my life. I didn't think she was going to bring her dogs. I was trying to bring my bird instead. I missed Tutti flying around all over the place. I missed Tutti attacking Emily. Now I'm stuck with Emily and her 2 dogs. It's like 3 Emilys together. So, you know, my mom's upset. I hate to see my mom mad. Do you know how devastated she is that I moved out?
It's not my problem.
Like, come on, she hadn't even visited yet.
I know I need to apologize to Layla, and I'm happy to do that. But she just never wants to talk to me, so it hasn't been good. So what do you want me to do?
She's going to visit here soon, but she wants to visit when you're not physically here.
This is where I live.
I
so
know,
you want me to step outside while she can have a little tour of my place? What a selfish little prick. That's just rude.
I mean, technically it's our place. What I'm saying is that she's coming to bless the house, blessing us for a good health, you know, just a happy life. If you could just give me one day with my mom over here, whatever you want, I'll give it to you. I'll owe you big for that.
I mean,
This is another reason why I don't like it when they bring back characters from the past, because it's like, well, I'm watching and I'm like, but she knows what she signed up for, so what's the issue? You know what I mean? But it's like, isn't this something that you would have had to have solved in the previous season? Where it's like, well, you know what you signed up for. This is my issue. You You know, when you watch TV shows like Teen Mums and you're seeing the same teen mums that are no longer teens anymore. You're watching, you know, maybe Unexpected and maybe you're getting couples that were there before, but why? You're watching 90 Day Fiancé when there's so many people out there who could be on the show, but yet they bring back a couple, but why? Then they do Single Life and bring back people from the park, but why? Because therefore, as viewers, we're sitting here and we're basically repeating ourselves in terms of what we think they should do. Because they're bringing back the same typical fools. It's different when you repeat yourself based on you or people. But on the same people, you're just like, oh, can I just fast forward, please? But it's annoying because obviously for me, I haven't met the couple before, so this is new to me. But I just feel like anything that I'm saying, I'm sitting there thinking, but shouldn't have this been covered already? If it wasn't, then why? But yeah, these two just, she knows what she signed up for, so I don't know what she's doing. She complained about how he basically doesn't want to do anything in the house, but she would have already known that from the previous season. Anyway,
I'll make this one compromise, but that means whatever I want.
That makes all that.
Follow my finger. A happy married couple. Happy girl with a happy ring. I don't want the promise ring just in general because of how horrendous and cheap it looks. But I feel like moving in with you brings us many steps closer to marriage.
You gotta take steps in marriage. It's just not.
Well, with you, it's taking many steps.
I feel like I'm getting pulled in two different directions because on one hand, my mom wants me to go on pretty much a lunch date with Yusra. On the other hand, Emily's trying to go forward with this whole engagement ring. So I'm stuck in this whole push and pull thing, and I don't know which direction I'm going. We'll eventually get there, but how should I say this? It's more of a baby step we're going to be doing. All right?
I don't know if it would work as well. And, you know, it took a toll on both of us. My ex didn't accept the quirkiness about my mom in our relationship. And for me personally, it's not will you be my girlfriend, it's are you going to accept my mom? So that's the question for me.
Hello.
this guy clearly was from another season. He just gives me vibes as if he has. But listen, this guy right here, sly mofo. No. Talking about his mum, this is mum, that. Really? If I was a girl and I met this waste man and he was like, yeah, so basically I like you, but doesn't matter how much I like you or I may feel or how much I see myself being with you. If mum doesn't approve, well then it doesn't really matter how much I feel. If I was a girl in that situation, I'll be looking at him and I'll ask him this very simple question. I'll be like, do I look like a... Oh, I can't say that, can I, right now on here? Wrong platform, damn it. Do I look like a fool to you? That's the sensible way of saying it. I would have said it differently. Yeah. Do I look like a mug to you? Do I look like a donut to you? Do I look like a squid to you? I don't know where that one came from. Never said that one in my life, but I just said it anyway. I was thinking about Squidward, but Squidward is a complete plonker. Do I look like Rodney to you? But the people from the UK, they know what I'm talking about. Only fools and horses. You know, I'm Rodney. If you don't know, then you should get to know. Yes, but okay, let's get into it.
Beautiful.
Hello. My name's Brittany. I am 26 years old and I'm a dental assistant.
Her smile could light up a whole room, and she caught my eye. I was getting coffee, and I was like, now what the hell do you have to lose? I gave her my phone number. You know, it went from there.
Matt is the sweetest guy I know, but Matt has hesitations about me because I'm the first girl coming back after such a big break. What did you do today?
I just worked, and then, you know, of course, those conversations that I always have with mom. You know, she's 20 feet away.
Matt's relationship with his mother is very intense. Anytime I'm asking him what he's doing, he is at the movies with Kelly, going grocery shopping with Kelly, doing this, that, the other with Kelly, and I don't know how I feel about that.
When we met, I didn't think that anything was going to work out for me. But I feel like I needed to meet you.
You're the first thing I think about when I wake up in the morning, the last thing I think about when I go to sleep. You're awesome.
Oh,
Love it.
Thanks. So we might want to go ahead and take that next kind of step that you would naturally take in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's still new and it's still those fun like dating stages, and I see a lot of things in her that I like. But for me and the girl that I'm going to be with, she has to accept my mom. I'm just like, I'm just gonna ask this. It's been a while.
I feel like I'm back in high school.
No, it's not like that. I just was wondering if maybe you would want to meet my mom.
The mom?
Yeah. That's kind of a big deal for me, and I feel like it'd be good. And I feel like it's a step towards a relationship. If this is going to go farther, it makes sense, because I don't know if it would really work if you and mom didn't get along, so.
I am a little thrown too. I'll roll with it though.
Kind of excited for it, a little nervous about it.
I really know her.
I know, I did talk about her a lot. I think Brittany has a surface level idea of my closeness with my mom. I don't think she realizes the whole thing or how deep it goes.
What did you first tell her?
Well then, buddy, you should make it abundantly clear to her how deep it is. But you know what? This is just so pathetic. So pathetic. But anyway, we continue.
Like, I would rather have her meet you and fall for you the way I did instead of having to, me build a conception about you.
Is this a test?
No, I wouldn't call it that. She'll probably just ask you to know the normal questions that, any mom would ask.
Okay. I am very nervous. I don't.
Imagine imagine having a date with someone and they're prepping you for meeting their mom like that. Usually it's like, yeah, you're gonna come meet my parents and just be you. Maybe don't do anything. I mean, for me, myself in particular, I've always been told, just be you, but don't do none of your annoying stuff though, right? Yeah, just. I'm like, listen, you think I don't know this? I may be annoying, but that's just to you. In front of your parents? I'm that guy. I'm the guy that your mom wishes that she was with, you know what I mean? And I'm that guy that your dad wishes that he was his son, you know what I mean? That's so freaking wrong, the first bit. I'm the guy that your mom wishes she was with. Hey, listen. If I'm dating you, yeah, I'm in a relationship and your mom's looking fire too. In fact, if your mom's like legit the OG, which she is, and she's still looking good. I mean, listen, we may have to have talks. Yo, daddy, yo, what's going on, man? Listen, thanks for holding it down, but I'm here now. And to be honest, your daughter's amazing, but your woman, no, she's the one that breeded this your lovely daughter. She still got it going. Oh, let me take a run. Yeah, this conversation went completely south, but anyway, life goes on. Anyway, that's not how I really am. Just so you know. Don't get me wrong though. I've seen some of my people dating. I've seen their moms. I've been like, God damn. And don't lie. I know you guys be doing the same thing, and even girls. Come on now, don't mess about me. But no, that's not how I move. But of course, obviously, a person who's level-headed would know how to conduct themselves around someone's parents. You know what I mean? But let's get into it.
But if his mom is the key to get where we're going, then let's do this.
I'll tell her that you're willing to meet her, you want to meet her.
Okay. Okay. Well.
All right, you want to go do the Ferris wheel then?
Yes.
Okay. I'm excited for what's to come with Brittany and I. But now, the work really starts. I want to have Brittany meet my mom because she'll be able to do a deep dive and see what she finds. And it makes me a little nervous.
Man used the word deep dive. She'll be able to do a deep... This is what I'm telling you. This is the guy to watch out for. Sly. There's something conniving about him. It's either him or his mum. They probably got some sort of dark plan. And they've got a very big house, Maybe they take women and then they put them... I'm moving way too wild in this episode. I do apologize. It's one of those days. Let me pipe down real quick. Completely off context. But either way, I still don't trust him and I don't trust his mother. To be fair, I don't trust none of them, but him specifically. Something's very cagey with him and his mother, for sure. And let's be real, TLC always be bringing people to the show that then end up going where they end up being arrested. But I'm not saying he's cagey on that level. I'm just saying there's something off key about him to a certain degree and his mother. But I wouldn't say in a legal way though.
Lines in the sand will be drawn.
Glad you set up this little dating for us.
They both look like me.
No, they don't.
I'm so overwhelmed, and this is right before my fight. We gotta get a DNA.
My baby's coming over. I'm gonna feed him. Put that in there. I do have 7 kids, and I always cook on the weekend. I cook for them because that's what I do for all my boys.
Oh, look who decided to show up.
I sneak off.
Because she's got 7 kids, which I didn't see coming, I wonder how she treats all of her other kids as well. I wonder how she treats the girls, if she's got any girls. It'd be interesting if they actually gave us like an induction on some of the other family members as well. If they were to do a spin-off, a spin-off of a mama's boy who's got a mom who's got tons of kids to see how she treats them all. I'd be down to that, just to see the dynamics of how she does certain things and who she favors and who she doesn't. Yeah. And this camera today is really playing up, man. It's messed up my pigmentation. Man, what kind of camera is this, man? What kind of racism is this like? Making my pigmentation look a bit dodgy and still. Yeah, I called my camera racist, when what? You know how black people be, they call everything racist, you know what I'm saying? Just jumping on the bandwagon. I guess I can make that joke and laugh, but maybe You can laugh too and make a joke too. I don't care. Anyway, let's go. Awkward.
A week. It depends on my diet, where I am with my weight. How can you not when
She'll kill you, shouldn't you?
How can you not when she cooks too good?
So what have you been up to?
I've just been training.
Okay,
I was working, and man, I've just been training. Big.
Robert and my mom have always been super close, like two peas in a pod. They've always done things together as far as like going out shopping, hanging out, things like that.
So how do you feel about your fight? How do you feel about your training?
Every time the training gets hard, I open up my phone. This is the motivation I hate, and I see my beautiful daughters right there. Bam, they can see that.
Christina has all your face. But Kimmy.
What about Kimmy?
Remember when I was telling you? But I don't want to get you upset.
What? What do you
Kimmy.
She looks exactly like me. Exactly like me.
Show it to your brother and see.
Doesn't she
Kimmy
look
looks
like
like him? The truth.
No. Mom, what are you trying to say?
The way my mom thinks about Christy is no good. She thinks of Christy as not a good wife, not a good mother.
Your thoughts right now, your brain, I can see your thoughts.
They've been there since Kimberly was born.
Mom.
Get a DNA?
Get a DNA
We'll know
test?
for sure. Yes. When he introduced me and brought Kimberly to my house, she did not look nothing like my son Robert, nor my family. So I had my doubts since then. And inside of me, I just wanted to yell it out, but he was showing me new pictures, and I got a little bit upset, and he slipped out.
She just looks like, they both look like me.
No, they don't.
Or maybe everybody will rest peacefully with a DNA test.
I never in a million years thought my mom would tell me that. Yeah, my mom and Chrissy had problems before, but this is the lowest I've ever seen her pick at her. Like, I'm so overwhelmed, and this is right before my fight. I just can't.
We gotta get a DNA.
How do you think
That is. I mean, listen. Maybe mom's onto something. Sometimes some of these moms know certain things. You never know, but god damn, this is definitely mom of the episode. I'll tell you now. Nancy's a problem, but then again, she may be onto something. If she's onto something, then it's okay. If she's not, then she's a problem. You see that? You see how that works? Mm-hmm. Just imagine that though. Damn.
One thing I do know about Chrissy,
You're lying to yourself.
you know what? I can't.
That's
I
the
don't even
question.
want to think about this. I
Robert,
literally don't want to think about it.
Robert, you
the baby
see-
not being mine. Even if
Please
look,
don't be upset with me. Be upset at Christy.
I can't. Too much.
Robert.
You guys are doing way too much.
Robert! Oh my God. Kimberly is not my son's daughter. I know my son. I know he had doubts himself. I know he wants this. So I'm okay. I'm more than okay now that I told my son how I feel. He's so mad.
Just let him go. I mean, what else can you do?
I really, really do want a DNA test.
Well, she said that she knows her son. Imagine that though. Well, I'm gonna lie to you, that is a cliffhanger, and that has got me excited for next week's episode of season 3, episode 2. So, hey man, I'm gonna be here. You guys are gonna be here. We're all gonna have fun. Yeah. Nonetheless, though, just make sure you hit the subscribe button, okay? Like the video, comment down below, and I'll catch some of you guys who are obviously members of Patreon over at Patreon, because boy, we're about to uncover and no, not uncover. What? I'm about to rip this apart, man. Yeah. Like, subscribe, and peace. I already said that.